Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me today. This video it's a crystals one. Some of you know I have a bit of a thing for shiny crystals. They make me very happy. I'm trying to cut down a little bit on my collection now because I've got to the stage where I'm running out of room for them. But today's video is going to show you what I got in a £100 mystery box. This was gifted to me for Christmas. Normally with the mystery boxes, I will do an unboxing video so you can see my reaction to what we're getting. But this was a Christmas gift from a dear friend, my friend Ant. Thank you so much for this. And guys, you know me. I am a massive child. I am not going to not open my Christmas present just to make a YouTube video several months later, because it is June now and I'm finally finding the time to have a look at it. So it's not going to be an unboxing, but I'm going to share with you what I got. And the thing is, with my unboxings, I don't always know what I've got, but I do for this box because I've already opened it. So I hope you don't mind that slightly different approach. If it suits, maybe I will test out my new toy again that I've been enjoying poking about my crystals with. So yeah, I hope that meets with your approval. Thank you so much to anyone who decides to subscribe or like or comment, and of course my darling precious members. I think you're absolutely smashing for being so very kind to me, and I really do appreciate it. I will be talking through I'll be looking things up. I've got my little book for crystal lovers, which was given to me by some dear community friends. So thank you for that. And also I'll just be looking things up on my phone. I kind of go to the Crystal Council. They're my go-to. They just seems to they've covered so many different crystals. So I will be reading out things. There will be references to metaphysical properties, and I come from a scientific background and I find it hard to 100% embrace that stuff. But also I'm massively interested in it, and in my old age, I'm getting open to things. So I'm going to read about those things. They may not resonate with you, and that's fine. It will still talk about like where things are from, and we still get to look at the shiny crystals. All right. So I hope that works. First thing I'm going to look at is a little bag of crystals. My freebies. I use this seller again and again. There are maybe 2 or 3 sellers that I use. I go back to again and again because I trust them. It's really important when buying crystals to actually trust the seller and to know that what you're getting is the real thing. There are some things to keep an eye out for on shops, but also you just have to, sometimes it's trial and error. And I have errored with one shop, which isn't too bad. So I also hope you can't hear that massive aeroplane right now, because I want to do this with minimal, and I say minimal edits. If I'm getting my toy out, there might be a few edits, but shall we start? Come with me, my darlings. Let's have a little look at my goodies. All right? Okay. Oh, well, that's very central, Katrina. Well done. So, I have, if you've watched any of my crystal videos before, you may have seen me like that, trying to get my crystals up into the camera. Well, I had a brainwave. I thought, what if I just brought that camera down a bit lower? So, my friends, that is what I have done. I'm so proud of myself. I wish I'd thought of this several videos ago. So, let's have a little look at the freebies, shall we? So, I said there'd be minimal cutting on this video, and I don't think that's going to be the case. So, looking at my new camera setup, the camera is just here, it's just there instead of up there. So I think it's great because I no longer need to dislocate my shoulder in order to show you things up close. What we have here is 4 cute little tumbles. We've got this is gonna be just, it's quartz, right? I didn't get an ID for all of the tumbles, but that it's got to be quartz. Nice little chunk of that. We've got some carnelian here. Carnelian is something that I love because it's well, not because, but I think I'm drawn to it because I'm a fire sign. What I might have to start doing is taking things away from the background because that might be what my camera is trying to focus on. So that's my carnelian. Then we've got what I think might be aventurine. And then we've got some amethyst. Now I think this amethyst is... it's not really doing a good job of... That's such a shame. But this looks like chevron amethyst to me. It's got those the little sharp lines there. Looks like a little, the triangle inside. Okay, but yeah, so these are my freebies. And I do need to make a video. Well, I don't need to make a video, but I need to organize them. And I thought I would make a video whilst doing that. So the plan is to get all of my tumbles together and organize them. Or just tidy them up, because at the moment they're all in these little separate bags and I get lots of tumbles as free gifts and I very much am grateful for them. I love them. Please keep sending them to me. But I need to start taking them out of the bags and putting them in places. So I do have another video planned. It's like I had my tidying up of my desk video, and this is going to be in the same vibe as that. Okay, so here are my tumbles. Pop those away. Okay, I do not know which order I opened my Christmas presents. I think I probably left the biggest one till last because that's a fun thing to do, right? So let me I put them to one side, so I'm just going to grab things and then we'll see what they are. This one. Oh, okay. Does anyone want to guess what this is? I'm glad the camera's working for this one, well, a little bit better at least. This, my friends, is spirit quartz. It's very pretty, isn't it? Yeah, so this spirit quartz is from, because I have a little card that came with it. This is from South Africa. I have some lovely friends from South Africa. Very pretty, isn't it? There we are. Got the price on the back. It would have been £15. But it's yeah, it was part of my mystery £100 box, remember? That was a gift. And I actually had been after a piece of spirit quartz. I ordered a piece of spirit quartz with somebody else, and I don't think it actually got delivered to me. I think I got something else instead because it looked nothing like this. Now, spirit quartz is not in my little book, so I have a page ready to tell you about it. Again, it's from the Crystal Council, I think. Here we go. So, spirit quartz is also known as cactus quartz or pineapple quartz. It's a type of quartz encrusted with a second generation of smaller crystals grown atop the face. I think you can probably get that vibe, right? So it's got lots of crystals. It's got a second generation. And I can kind of see why it's called pineapple. Pineapple quartz. Okay, so the way to differentiate this quartz variety from candle quartz, which I'd not heard of, also known as artichoke quartz, is by looking for the overlapping growth of crystals to face away from their main point. Wow. Oftentimes this mineral can be made up of amethyst, citrine, and smoky quartz. Well, yeah, that definitely looks smoky and stuff to me. So I think that maybe there's definitely some yellowy, orangey, browny elements to it, right? Such a cute little piece. And there's definitely the pinkness. So, with exotic arrays of natural pink, purple, and white being showcased. The only locality for this crystal is in, it's in South Africa, and it's not something I'm going to be confident pronouncing. I don't want to butcher the name, but it's a place in South Africa. This lucrative discovery has created the potential for the local villagers to profit off this completely unique variety of Mother Earth. It's an absolutely massive aeroplane going overhead now. Okay, so there will be cuts when there are aeroplanes. I'm so sorry. Spirit quartz combines all minor energies together to create a powerful vitality line that we can always call upon in times of need. This crystal's energy works towards grounding the physical body whilst also engaging and releasing your true inner spirit. Our consciousness becomes loose and capable of allowing the coexistence of multiple energy fields at once. Oh my. Just imagine during a deep meditating session, your physical body being rejuvenated with Mother Earth's energies while your higher self is channeling knowledge and intuition. Okay. So this stone is here to push you into a growth cycle that knows no bounds. We can easily release bad vibrations when we allow ourselves to connect to spirit quartz and its protective energies. An etheric shield is naturally placed around your being as a defensive mechanism to help you heal during times of dire growth. There is no need to interrupt your own developmental process, as this will take away time and energy needed for yourself. The everyday monotony of society cannot affect us when we are inside this energy shell. Here we can begin to experience love and growth on an entirely new level. Okay, so this is spirit quartz. There was more written about it, but I didn't delve too much into it because I don't think there's as much written about all of the stones that I've got. So, but yeah, one final last look at the spirit quartz. Very pretty. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Ooh. Okay, this is a beautiful piece of velvety malachite. What? How did I not notice? Look, it's got... Come here, let me show you guys. There. It's got these bits in it that I did not notice previously. That's so cool. And look at the velvetiness. Wow, I do like malachite. It comes in so many different forms. So there's the kind of velvetiness, the botryoidal, which is a bit like grapes. And you often see it in stripes. And you often see fake malachite, which is such a shame. I've picked up some tips on how to spot fake malachite, just through Reddit and things, and it's really useful to know, and some YouTube videos have been very helpful too. Okay, so I think malachite is probably in this book, my little book for crystal lovers. I do want to invest in a more detailed and exhaustive book. This doesn't cover many, so but I wouldn't expect it to. It's only small. So malachite, I imagine it's itchy eyes. 9, 24, 42, 25 and 42. I imagine 42 is going to be the... Oops, daisy. Okay. Here we go. And see what I mean about the stripes? It's pretty cool. I think my favourite formation of it is this velvetiness. I just love the sheen that it has. It's just so pretty, so shiny, so green. The psychedelic looking stone is predicted to be one of the most important of the future, as it's said to be helping to heal the earth by grounding spiritual energies. Its elaborate patterning can conjure images and dreams and facilitate access to other worlds. Known as a stone of transformation, it can shake things up and encourage adventure. It can bring patterns inhibiting your growth to the surface while opening the heart to unconditional love. Malachite absorbs negative energies and pollutants easily. Okay, so its appearance, green banded, all sizes, can be polished and tumbled. So we have discussed what I've told you about it coming in lots of different forms. It is a 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. It is associated with your heart and third eye. There's a fun fact, so I'll read that to you. Malachite got its name from the Greek word moloch, due to a similarity between the ripple-patterned stone and mallow leaves. There you go. So that is my little piece of malachite, and it's so pretty. Let's grab something else, shall we? Ta-da! Oh, I just wanted to let you know the malachite was from the Congo. So, this is Azurite, and this Azurite is from, and this is also from the Congo. Excellent. So to me, Azurite is one of those stones that it looks like a kid has come over and been out playing in the garden with chalks and paints and stuff and has just painted a rock. It's another aeroplane right now, so I apologize if you can hear that, my darlings. Now, you can't really see into it that well. Shall I try my toy? Would you be interested in seeing if my toy works with this? As I'm a massive child, let's give it a go, shall we? So, here it is. Okay, after a bit of tweaking, I finally got this set up. Look at this. Look at how pretty this is. It's easy to just overlook it because it's got that, because it looks so almost naive in its colouring, and it's got sparkly bits. Look at the sparkly bits, guys. I think this is a great one to test my little toy on. It's pretty cool, isn't it? There's this line of sparklies up here. Wow. It's so cool. Yeah. So this Azurite, I love the depth. There's the depth of blues. There's the gentle motorbike sound in the background. Because when I don't have aeroplanes, I have motorbikes. I hope it's not too intrusive, my darlings. But just look how gorgeous this is. There we go. I hope that this is a little better than the last time that I tried using it, because I think I got my phone out and I then tried to show you my phone screen like this and move stuff around, and it was a little bit messy. I can't remember if Azurite was in here. I don't think it is, actually. No. So let's do this. I think I had a few problems getting my phone camera working. I think it's because it shut down, timed out a little bit. But let's have a little look at Azurite. Okay, so Azurite is a copper carbonate mineral that forms in masses, stalactites, botryoidal, and short prismatic crystals. So that's another one that forms in a number of ways. Azurite in crystal form is extremely rare and expensive, but truly unique. Okay, well, now I need to get that. That needs to belong to me. Some of that needs to find its way into my collection. It was named in 1824 by F.S. Baudon for its true blue colour. I mean, that's fair. I'm not going to argue with that naming. It's been widely used throughout history. During the early 19th century, it was referred to as chessilite, after the area in which it was first found in eastern France, and Chronos by Gaius Plinius Secundus in the book Natural History. The stone has had a number of different uses, where in ancient Egypt, azurite was used for paint, treating certain mental disorders, and smelted to create copper. This mineral can be found in just about every shade of blue and commonly found in association with malachite and chrysocolla. Azurite can be mined in countries such as Morocco, Russia, Chile, China, and Australia. Yet the most beautiful specimens have come out of the famous copper mines in Bisbee, Arizona. There is a variation that was found exclusively in K2, but I don't have that, so I'm not going to read about that. So it's a stone that activates and unlocks our third eye and crown chakras, thereby linking them. It's known as one of the premier stones when it comes to accessing our own psychic abilities. Apparently, it helps with lucid dreaming, astral projection, intuitive meditation, insight, and inner vision. It can help you understand your dreams, apparently. Azurite will raise one's mental awareness, intellect, and wisdom that can help you reach new goals and desires. This copper carbonate is all about the mind and will help in the cleansing and purging of negativity within it. Azurite brings with it great clarity that can help in the disposing of negative thoughts, bad habits, and even addictions. Okay, wow. So again, it's the metaphysical stuff is if it is of interest to you, if that resonates with you. Otherwise, just enjoy the pretty stones, the sound of my voice, if that isn't like a cheese grater on your ears. Okay? Right, let's find another piece to look at. Ta-da! Alright, this one, I think this one might look better with some light. I don't think you can see it properly. This one is this is highly polished. Super highly polished. This is an agate. I think this is the most polished piece I've got. Wow. I think if I put the light on, this may well just reflect back in our faces. I'll try though. Let's have a little look, shall we? Yeah, I don't think that's massively helpful. Oh, maybe a little. Here we go. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. Now we can see. So we've got these some bands here, and another aeroplane gently taking off or landing. I think it's taking off in the background. But yeah, this is highly polished, so much so that when I first picked this up, I had to put it back down. Do you feel like sometimes something is just so shiny and so smooth that your just fingers, like my fingers got overwhelmed by how smooth it was. I realised that I must sound very peculiar for saying that. But we can see we've got this druzy inside. So it's a nice little slab. And this is a better view of the druzy, right? I'm really getting into agate just looking at it, just because it's so pretty. And it comes in so many different ways. You've got different agates from different countries, and they look completely different. But how? You know, people can take a look at an agate and go, oh, that's a Botswana agate. These are amazing people. I have so much respect for them. I look up to them because that's just so cool. Yeah, so this is agate with druzy. Let me see if I can look up where it's from. There's so many different types of agate. I might be a little bit wrong, but I think agate is, wait, I knew this just before agate is chalcedony, right? Agate is chalcedony, but slightly translucent and has these bands to it. It's banded chalcedony or chalcedony. I don't know. Yeah, Agate Ariel says chalcedony, but so let me show you some of my other agates, and you'll recognize this one for sure. So this is another example of an agate, which I love. It has this kind of staining here. This is just so beautiful. I couldn't only feature it in one video, for goodness sake. How cool is that? It might even be one that I can get the camera, the wormy camera, right inside, have a little rummage. That'd be cute. So yeah, this is another agate. So that one did not come with the mystery box, just to clarify. This is just other examples of agate. This is a flower agate, I believe. So this is more flowery in style rather than the liney layers. But it's so cool. And oh, it's got these beautiful plays of colour, which I'm not sure you can really see. But honestly, there's like little sparkly bits inside. It's just so cool. I think maybe you can see some of that. Oh yeah, there's some little sparklies. This one was from the Crystal Witch UK. Look how pretty that is. So again, this one was not in the mystery box. It's just an example of a type of agate, but this is flower, I believe. So pretty. Yeah, and I just really like agates. I didn't even think I would. I thought they'd be quite boring, but you get so many different types of agate. I need orca agate. Orca agate looks a bit like a whale. What? It's just so cool. There's just so many different types. So I'm not sure I've got information on this one. Let's see if I've got some agate information. Okay. So the Crystal Council has kind of split the agates up. Today I learned that fire agate is a thing, and it is so pretty. Look, I don't know if you can see this very well, but look how pretty fire agate is. There's iris agate, tarantella agate. My goodness. Orca agate. Oh, that's what I said. It looks like a whale, right? Dendritic. I love the idea of that. Tree agate. Oh, actually, one of my favourites is this one, moss agate. That's what I've got. My bracelet is moss agate. The flower agate, as we saw. So Botswana agate, I did mention that, I think. Grape agate. That's not actually agate. I do have some of this. This is grape agate is just botryoidal chalcedony, I believe. So there we are. That is agate, and I don't know exactly which sort of agate this one is, but I can tell you that it was found in Brazil. And yeah, very, very highly polished, and I love the druzy. And if we bought that one, it would have been £20. I think that's a bargain, honestly. £20 for that shininess and the sparkliness. Okay, let's grab something else, shall we? Here we are. I think a lot of you will know what this is. This is a pretty straightforward one to identify. This is pyrite. There we are. Beautiful pyrite, so shiny. I love it. I love how it forms these little cubes. There is a technical term for that, but off the top of my head, I can't remember. Yeah, often found with other things. For example, I've got some gorgeous fluorite with pyrite. Pyrite specks, so it's fluorite in these lovely layers, and it's got these just gorgeous little specks. Maybe I will do a fluorite video at some point and show you. Let's see where the pyrite is from. This is from Bulgaria. Bulgarian fluorite. Fluorite on the brain. Bulgarian pyrite. Okay, so let's see what it says about pyrite. And the reason we didn't go into the agate is because there's so much about each different agate that I'm not going to read all of that to you. I'm going to be cutting stuff out as it is. So, right, this one was fascinating. Pyrite, also known as fool's gold, I think a lot of us knew that. It's an iron sulfide mineral that crystallizes in the form of masses, cubic, stalactites, and botryoidal. I need me some botryoidal pyrite. That would be cool. This crystal can occur as a secondary mineral, often in association with others such as quartz, turquoise, and lapis lazuli. The stone was first recorded in 50 AD and was named after the Greek word pyro, meaning fire. This name was chosen because of the sparks created by striking two pieces together. It has had many uses in ancient civilizations and continues to be heavily used in production of goods today. Pyrite was a common crystal to be worn during the Greek and Roman empires. Archaeologists have discovered amulets, rings, lockets, pins, and earrings that are made from this gemstone. This mineral was also used heavily by Native American Indians as a meditation and ceremonial tool. It's said that pyrite has immense healing powers and even thought to possess pure magic within it. So it's a stone about accomplishing things, helping you with your determination, keeping you on track until your objectives have been attained, manifesting. So yeah, it seems like a making progress, getting stuff done type crystal. So that's pretty cool. I think I've got pyrite with maybe sphalerite or something as well, and it's just all so cute, so pretty. Okay, I know it's not cute, but yeah, wowzers. I might turn this light off. Please hold the line. Please hold the line. Okay, next piece. This one is interesting. Actually, they're all interesting in their own ways. This is flower amethyst. Flower amethyst, because of its formation, is like a flower. Honestly, I feel like they're pushing it a bit with this description of flower amethyst. Is it cool? Yes. Is it shiny? Yes. Do I love it? Yes. Do I think it looks like a flower? Honestly, no. I don't think it looks like a flower. But I do like it. So this one would have been £33. I don't know if anyone's been keeping a tally. I have not, but I do feel that I got my money's worth. So, not my money's worth, actually, it was a gift. So, I think Ant got his money's worth. But how pretty is this? It's gorgeous. Oh, yeah, flower amethyst. So, my book doesn't have anything specifically on flower amethyst. I love that we've got these different shapes here. So it's not all the tiny stuff. It looks like a little bit spirit quartzy, this bit here, the very small little pieces. But then we've got larger pieces here. Shall I? You can hear that. That's screaming children outside. So if anyone's got a bingo card going, maybe we could do this for my videos. You should make a box for aeroplanes, maybe helicopters, police sirens, screaming children, random things in my flat just deciding to make noise because somehow it knows that I'm recording. Yeah, so do feel free to set up a bingo card for these things. Because, you know, when life gives you lemons, let's make lemonade. Alright, so I'm gonna try and have a little poke around with this. Let's see if this works. Oh, hello. Yes, it does. Honestly, I thought I'd have to faff about with it again. How cool is this? Also, if there are any that I've missed that you would like to see me use this camera on, then do tell me. I can always do that in another video. I can do a specific video with the wormy camera on my rocks if you like. I'm not sticking it anywhere else. It's only going to go on my rocks, just to clarify. Yeah, so how pretty is this? And you can see what I mean about the different sizes and the different... See, this actually shows it pretty well. Yeah. How cool. So shiny. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. And then we're going to read about it. I'm glad it does have its little light because that, yeah, otherwise it didn't really do the purple justice. But then this light, that's not great either. I'm still working on the whole lighting situation. I got a very small flat, so... And an itchy nose. Small flat, itchy nose. So much going on. Okay, so... that's that. So the amethyst flower, I can't... Basically, it's amethyst. It's just the shape that is the floweriness, right? And we have covered amethyst before, so we'll just do this very lightly. So amethyst is a purple variety of quartz that has become one of the most popular and well-known crystals in the mineral kingdom. It gains its colour from gamma irradiation and trace amounts of iron. This crystal gained its name from the Greek word, oh, I know this, amethystos, which translates to not intoxicated. The stone is given special names depending on its formation or locality, including Rwanda amethyst and chevron amethyst, which we had a little piece of earlier, I think. And most of the world's supply of amethyst currently comes out of Brazil and Uruguay. Hang on, where's this one from? Where's my flower? Brazil. Okay, adds up. Specimens in both these South American countries have been found as tall as small buildings and can sell for millions of dollars. Okay, I won't be adding that to my collection then. Each year it seems as though a new amethyst deposit is found in a faraway country. It's anyone's guess as to where the next discovery will be. I hope my flat. Yeah, so there is a beautiful story as to how amethyst got its name, and I might touch on that in one of my more role-playing videos. I was thinking it might kind of go into a Homerton House video. So yeah, it's a multi-dimensional stone that offers a range of energetic uses. It's kind of protective. It allows our consciousness to connect with energies at a much higher frequency than we normally would each day. It can give us comfort, I believe, and it's vital for anyone looking to release the daily weight and stress that we place upon ourselves. I do have quite a lot of amethyst around, so... But I think, as I've said plenty of times in videos, I like amethyst because it reminds me of my grandmother. She used to have some pieces on the mantelpiece, and one thing to remember about things like amethyst, don't keep it in the sun, because what happened to my grandmother's, it almost documented the decline of my grandmother in a way. I remember being very small and these very, very, very purple pieces, just a couple of pieces on the mantelpiece, and over the years they faded and they faded, and they were just hints of purple, a shadow of their former glory. And just thinking about that now, my word. So do be careful with keeping, and it's the same for a number of crystals. They might fade if you leave them in direct sunlight. If it's too bright, just be careful with them, right? Okay, let's grab, I think I've got 2 more pieces to show you. I promise not to be too long, darlings. I'm sorry. Okay, this is for my friend, middle-aged millennial. That's what she goes by on the internet. She loves the colour green, so this is for you, my friend. It's not actually, I'm not giving it to you, but this one was £36 retail. And does anyone want to guess what this is? This is emerald. Pretty cool. Emerald on host rock. Oh, I had not... hello. Hello. I am not 36, but I'm a lot more than £36, I'll have you know. Rude. I think I recognise what this is. I was looking it up the other day. I might... Ooh, I'm not going to say what it is, but because I'm probably wrong. Oh, but that's pretty. I hadn't noticed that before. I was too distracted by these channels of green. Like you can see, it's just... So this is low quality emerald. This is not the sort of emerald that would get polished up and put into a necklace or bracelet or something. But I really like it. I like that it's rough and ready, and it just... It's nice to see the wine. Okay, I work in real life for a wine merchant, so sometimes wine slips in. It's nice to see the stone in its host rock, in its host stone. That's pretty cool. Wow. I love looking at my stones, my crystals again and again, and finding new things, like noticing this when I didn't really notice it before. I guess it's because I had this whole box of cool things. I am not £36. No. And so because there is so much, I don't notice all of the details. But this is just very, very cool. So cool. Okay, now I'm pretty sure emerald is a birthstone, so that is definitely going to be in here, right? So let's have a look. Oh, I just went to the page. It's the birthstone of May. Emerald is known as the stone of inspiration, infinite patience, and successful love. A life-affirming mineral, it's said to enhance domestic bliss, loyalty, and unconditional love in both partnership and friendship. This lovely stone promotes truth and wisdom, having a calming effect on the wearer and helping to overcome any misfortune. The colour of spring, emerald is believed to aid regeneration and recovery and assist with the healing of malignant illnesses and claustrophobia. It's even been used as an antidote to poisons. Don't do that, guys. Please don't. No. Don't use a rock instead of medicine, please. You can use it to support things. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I know I literally just did. I would not. Personally, I would not. I think you know where I'm coming from. Let's be sensible about things. Definitely, if it speaks to you, pull it in and use it in a supportive way to work with whatever else. But please don't use emerald instead of an antidote to poisons. If emerald changes colour, it's said to warn of unfaithfulness. Okay, I also maybe would not base one's relationships around that, because there could be other reasons why it would change colour. So it is small and bright when polished. Larger ones tend to be raw and cloudy. Okay, that's kind of what we've got going on here. It's 7.5 to 8 on Mohs hardness scale and is associated with the heart chakra. Apparently, it can trigger negative emotions if it's worn continuously. Fun fact. Okay, here you go. Emerald was once thought to protect the wearer from magician's tricks. It was also the stone of the goddess Venus. Interesting. And this piece of emerald, let's see where this came from. That came from Brazil. Nice. Okay, so we have one more piece to look at. And there's a reason I waited until last to open this at Christmas. Please hold the line. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. This is a chunky piece. Do you want to guess what it is? Okay, I'm going to see if the light helps at all with this. Hang on a moment, darlings. Okay. Can you see that? I think I'm probably going to get... Shall I try the wormy eye camera? I feel like we're going to get better result with the wormy eye camera. Yeah, let's do that, shall we, sweethearts? Hang on. Whoop, excuse me. I need to practice having a steady hand with this. I'm sorry. And just moving around slowly. So you can see different colors, different formations. So this is controversial because this is pink amethyst. And it's controversial because if you on Reddit say, oh, I've got this piece of pink amethyst, there will be a bunch of people downvoting you and saying, amethyst is purple. It is not pink amethyst. And yet I get told it's pink amethyst, and I can look up pink amethyst. Apparently pink amethyst is from one location. Oh look, there's a little... Oh, not been inside this hole before. Oh. So yeah, controversial because many people will just say, no, that's not pink amethyst. It's just quartz. But look how cool it is. We have talked about pink... Oops, daisy. That's my glass of water there. We have talked about pink amethyst before because I think it came in another mystery box, but it was differently... It's a different form. It was a tower and it was polished, and there were also some rough sides to it. I maybe link to that video in case you're interested in seeing this in another form, but here we are. How cool is that? I don't know what the yellow bits are, and it's really interesting to look at, right? This is one of my largest, I think it is actually my largest piece in my collection at the moment. Although maybe I'm working on it and maybe I'll get something else. I want to invest in slightly bigger pieces, better quality, rather than having a lot of individual pieces. There we go. More screaming children in the background. Just get soothed by the screaming, the gentle screaming of children. to relax you in this video. There we go. I'm hoping that my sound suppression will take out most of the things that I'm commenting on, and you'll be like, what? I can't hear that. In which case, that's wonderful, but if you can hear it, I'm so sorry, my darlings. The problem is, if I keep stopping and re-recording, as I have done in many other videos, I forget my train of thought, I miss things, and I find it very hard to edit because I sometimes repeat stuff, and yeah, we'll just see how this goes. This is a little bit of a test. All right, okay, I'm going to turn this off now. And back on again. All right, so that's this. Just a reminder, shall I remind you what we got for the £100? We got this absolute big bad boy. We got these little tumbles here. Those are my freebie. We got this lovely piece of emerald. We have this pyrite. And we have this spirit quartz. So shiny. And we have this flower amethyst. And we have this malachite, gorgeous, velvety malachite. And then we had this beautiful piece of azurite, so sparkly. Honestly, I hadn't noticed previously just how sparkly and gorgeous it was. I did this a disservice, sorry. It is just, I'm going to have to get more of this, I think, because look at it. Look at that. Wow. So, I think that covers it. I'm just going to go through, just in case I've missed anything. Raw pink amethyst from Brazil. We have malachite from the Congo. Oh, I did forget. There we are. We also have my agate. How am I going to make space for everything? How could we miss that sparkly thing? What if I stick you like that? There we go. That's kind of going to do. All right. I've lost the tumbles. Maybe pop them there. Okay. So again, we have the raw pink amethyst from Brazil. We have malachite, nice and velvety, from the Congo. I have my agate, which is just super highly polished and very sparkly with juicy inside. And this one is from Brazil. We have the emerald. This is from Brazil as well. We have the azurite. This is from Congo. We have the amethyst flower, which is from Brazil. We have spirit quartz from South Africa. And our pyrite, that is from Bulgaria. Come with me if you be so kind. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I am sorry if I waffled a little bit. I'm probably going to cut things down. I was going to try not to, but there will be things I will cut out, I imagine. This was an amazing Christmas present. Thank you so much, Aunt, for getting that for me. It was just perfect. This came from Million Years Crystals on Etsy. And just as I said, it's one of the places that I go to again and again. They're just a top place to get crystals. I trust them. They're just always so professional, so flexible and understanding. They know all the sorts of stuff that I like as well. So I told them that I don't really like carvings. Like, I think maybe a flame would be okay, but like big chunky hearts and Pikachus, it's not my thing. And yeah, she knows I like the raw specimens and sparkly things. And I actually have I have another video coming out, which is a £200 mystery box. This one is going to come out before, but I've already recorded the £200 mystery box because that was a react one. So I react on camera for the first time seeing these things, and that was quite something. That's actually what made me have that kick out the bottom to get this one recorded, because I can only release the £200 one once this one is out there in the ether. So that's something to look forward to if you're interested in seeing what £200 will get you. So I hope, my darlings, that you have a delightful day, a wonderful week, and of course the snuggliest of sleeps when it is time to go to bed. Thank you so much for joining me. You take care.